listening to everybody, how long they've been here or lived here, and I was not here as long as a lot of you were. I came here when I was 15 years old. I was here my 10th grade year, then I came back for a couple summers after, since my mom and dad were still here. And I was the youngest of 4 girls. So when I left to go back to the States, I begged my parents to let me go back to the States to graduate in the States, because that's all I knew. And I'll never forget when I left, my mom and dad were holding hands, and I was the last one to leave. So they were empty nesters for the first time, which I am now an empty nester. So I'm reminiscing a lot of how they must have felt to let their baby girl leave, the last of 4 girls. And I guess being back here makes me realize a lot of things I didn't realize at 15. Actually, I left when I was 16, came back for the summer of 17, and when I was 18. And I was very fortunate to do that. But what I realized is the opportunity I had, and at the time I didn't realize how lucky I was. And Myra, my sister, was upstairs, and I know she's up here with me right now. In fact, I keep dragging her up here. But she left. She was only here 6 months. She was a senior when we moved here, so that was very challenging for her. So she also begged to go back to the States to graduate as a senior with her senior class. But she also said she wished she had stayed as well. But I think this trip right now, what it's done for me is made me realize how much my father, and God bless him, because he passed away 5 years ago. But what he sacrificed for us girls, for our family, and all the dads out there. You guys can all relate. We didn't realize it when we were kids. We were just going to school, minding our own business, having our own fun. We didn't realize the danger our dads were in or what danger we actually were in. And even our mother, God bless them as well. My mother passed away, actually my mom and dad passed away 20 days apart 5 years ago. But I think the mothers were mostly as sacrificing as our fathers, but we didn't really give them credit because they were there when the dads weren't there, and they were there to get us through the times of our dads being away. And my dad was a pilot for Royal Air Loud. He came over with the American crew. So I just felt like I needed to come back and find this chapter in my life that I don't think was finished. And I can tell you, standing up here tonight, I feel like it's finally finished. And there's like a closing end or end to the story. Because when I left, I don't think I felt that. I felt like there was unfinished business of some kind. And I'm treasuring all of you right now. It'll always be a place in my heart, in my soul. And thank you to Lloyd, because what really got me here was not only Lloyd, but I joined Facebook. My kids told me, you gotta join Facebook. So actually Facebook and Lloyd, and I called my sister and I said, we're going to Laos. If you go, I'll go. And she said, okay, we're going. So thank you to everybody for just hearing the story.